Well guys, I didn't know how good this show is actually going to be. So I peeked my head over the fence to check it out first before I brought you guys out of the car, and I realized you had to come along with me. Man, it looks epic over here. So we're gonna walk on over here and check it out. The first thing I noticed is a couple of the homies were up here at the pump track. So we talked about the long jump competition that we have going on here next weekend, September 1st. NorCal Hobbies and Isaac are putting on an epic show. I noticed someone mowed all the weeds just in time for the long jump competition. We're gonna be setting up some ramps and we're gonna be sending some big air. Isaac's been working with the NorCal team to get some prizes and awards together. So go ahead and come on and check it out. September 1st, down at Sky Park in Scotts Valley. But before then, let's get past this pump track and let's go check out these epic motorcycles, because you guys aren't gonna wanna miss that. And the pump track is part of the bash next weekend, so don't forget to bring some cool little stuff for this, as well as your big senders. When you're thinking along the lines of big senders, think fist scale, fast fist scale. But let's push a camera through this motorcycle show and show you guys all the good machines that people brought out. There's mini bikes, there's vintage enduros, there's land speed record bikes, there's road racing bikes. There's all sorts of stuff here. It's really cool. You know it's going to be a good show, and the first thing you see is an ATC 70. Those three-wheelers, there was nothing like them in the 80s. And those 70cc ones have a huge following. Huge following. That's what I love most about all this vintage stuff, is it's mainly two-strokes, and I got a thing for two-strokes. But we'll start over here and we'll slowly work our way through the show. And as you can tell, you don't want to miss out. It's going to be epic.
Photo. It's like an aerial photo. Over here. But then this whole parking lot.
The CT70s also have a huge following. You got the people that love them stock, like this, and then you got the people that completely mod them out, like me. And it's a love-hate relationship between both crews. What a cool little vintage Indian mini bike. And the Z50s, everyone loves those.
This is little guy.
They got those first came out.
Moto Villa, super cool. Not every day you get to see one of these. Even in the mini bike world, you rarely get to see these.
Was your Hodaka that clean?
Yeah, I just seen those.
Old Honda MR50. A lot of us had these as our first little dirt bikes. And then the Hodaka. These things came on everything. Steen motorcycles, Bonanza motors, mini bikes, Taco mini bikes. The Hodaka came on everything. The E-Code, that was the Hodaka aftermarket engine that was sold to third-party bikes.
Yeah, she had to get it towed up to Madonna Inn.
This thing's freaking beautiful.
Was it a good day?
Then you get into the enduro bikes, which the vintage stuff is big and two-stroke, which is rad. I mean, look at this head. Look at the fins. You gotta love those fins. All the chrome and polish work on these things is amazing. That's why I kept mine at my house. No need to have to clean that stuff up like all these guys did. Sheesh. That Triumph's rad. Ah, Ridge Runners. Look at this monster. That's the cool stuff about the vintage dirt bikes. Now this is some cool stuff, some early Can-Am. You don't see this every day, that's for sure. Way cool.
My neighbor is so I just told him I was
Those are super cool. MX3 250 and the TNT 250. I know nothing about them. Both made in 1977 apparently. Way cool. One lucky individual to have those.
It's nuts. I know it's one of those experiences where they're there and they're like, oh, you know what? This isn't quite right. By the time I left, they put like, new set of tires. You got a spare set, right? So you got the one more thing that for hard. It's really cool.
You're a comeback. I never was riding a 500.
Yeah.
Champion Frank, this and that, Yaman.
And I have ones that I never
The Rokon over here. Looks like it has a freaking pole start on it and a huge head. Not the ones I'm used to. Duro class. Nice pair of vintage Huskies, some Triumphs. A lot of cool stuff here. Thing's rad with the old champion sticker on it. Yellow plates.
Or the Wednesday night, or that's why we're here.
I like how they have
These things are rad. CZ's side pipe and a twin port. And we got this monster.
And I'm like, okay, let's see what happens next. What does she do? She goes.
All right, we got a vintage Harley.
She absolutely told me yesterday.
And then I think we're getting into the road racing section, land speed records, and vintage on-road. So we'll check that out here. This is a pretty cool little road racer, cafe racer. 65 Ducati 250. Simple. Look at all that space in there. Not a bunch of crap. Sweet fairings, gotta love those.
Which at the end of September is going to be rocking.
And we got the land speed bike. It's got stickers from El Mirage on it. Flat track racers. Another group of cool two-strokes. Apparently with side draft carburetors.
We have another bike here. This is a 1960.
But these guys are rad.
250. Road bike motors with different types, different tires, maybe graders on the front.
Starter box, just like the go-karts.
But essentially it was a street bike with high heights.
All right, we'll take a quick tour through. So is other European.
Don't see many scramblers these days.
It's always neat when they have the bonus stuff like the toolkit or the book that came along with the bike or whatever added stuff they can have. Here's books. Got a couple sidecars here.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. I remember riding these things. I know that when we were racing them, we added about an inch to the screens. They were so short.
Some early Triumph stuff. See, this guy's got all the books that came with the bike, owner's manual, repair parts catalog. It's always cool to have that stuff. Love the color on this Norton.
They were the power screamer back in the day, and almost you could set with it. You could
Man, I wonder how this thing cools. It's got that little hole to the motor. That's all. Probably ran pretty freaking hot. And maybe it cooled better than I thought it did because it was all directed right past the motor. I don't know. This thing's rad. Some Moto Guzzies, vintage Harleys.
That Harley Davidson over there.
We're going to move to a bike.
Not your bike.
No. Oh, another one. Yeah, it's
Look at this pipe, man. Sheesh. Thing is rad.
So really something to be recommended for the Cafe crowd. 750 versions got turned into race bikes. Definitely a revolutionary motor for Honda. Kind of changed that whole genre of Honda motorcycle.
We saw him earlier. Seen everybody.
Our next bike is the 73 TS.
All right, so I think this is the last row here. We'll go down here and I guess we'll start over here. Check these guys out.
Much like the Kawasaki 100 that we looked at earlier would look like if you bought your trail bike for the shoulder and foot. Once again, this one is a 1973 Suzuki TS 185. This one's a little bit special. The next one in the line, this is a 1995 Honda 50 Green. For Bobby Weindorf. This was a tribute motorcycle made by Honda.
Vintage Honda section. I think they call it.
It's a twin cam.
I don't know what they call it. They call it Japanese or something like that. But
Honda factory racers.
it's taken over by Hondas, that's for sure.
I've read stories about those legendary twin-cylinder racers.
Taken over. I mean, at the end, there's a couple Suzukis and Kawasaki's, but other than that,
George Ashcroft.
it's all Hondas. Here's a nice Suzuki.
George complained about the Hondas. He said when you were riding alongside Halewood, his 50cc bike, the noise was so loud he was deaf for days afterwards. Ran twin megaphones.
So it's a huge show. There's a bunch of great stuff here. Let's go ahead, let's head over here. Let's take a look at some of the hardware that these bikes are going to be winning.
Our next bike in line is another legendary motorcycle. This is a 1979 Honda
It's right
CBX.
over here.
This is a 6-cylinder bike. Honda also had success with 5 and 6-cylinder bikes in the 125 and the 250 classes. This is the street tribute bike, I suppose you could say, to that 6-cylinder technology. I kind of believe Honda built it because they could. Wonderful motorcycle, it's very stable to ride. It turned it actually into a bit of a touring bike because of that. But what a wonderful noise it made. They made this, I think, for 3 years. It wasn't a big seller. It was amazing.
Then you got the local legend.
They didn't sell a ton of it. It had a quite lower power. But next to it is going to be a Honda CL350. This particular.
Check that out.
Well, there you go, the special flyby by the Watsonville Air Force. We used to see these guys at the Nose Boat National. They're going to loop around, I think. They're making a turn. Maybe they'll come by and give us another buzz. This is also going to be the start time for handing out the awards once these guys fly around again. And we are going to do the awards by class. Once I get the list, we'll start calling you up. Once you receive your award, we will ask you if you'd park your bike around the circle of flags, all of the class winners, so that everybody can see what was judged for today's top bikes.
We finally got to the end of the day and it's time to hand out the hardware. So we're going to be bringing these beautiful machines across the podium
It's kind of funny
and
how
giving them their
motorcycle
awards
guys
for the day.
find the small airplane guys, the same fascination with machinery that seems to abound between both groups. So Robbie, you about ready to hand out some gold? All right, so as soon as I get my list, we'll start calling you guys up. We have some terrific bikes on display. My thanks to everyone who brought a bike out. They're all special to each of you as individual owners, but special for all of us to have a chance to take a look at what you have and listen to you talk about it. So it's great having you here.
Oh, no shit.
Take a look at this thing, 1958 Harley Hummer, 2-stroke. Harley wanted to make a lightweight bike, and that was it. That was prior to the Air Maki days.
Yeah. Which way are we doing photos? This way. We're all backwards.
We're taking a moment for a photo op. I need to get out of the way.
Dan, look like you're
Our first award for the day, the 1958 Harley Hummer. It belongs to Sheila
I hope you
Hummer.
got that.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the content. Please remember to like and subscribe. Smash that notification bell so you don't miss out, and we'll see you all next time.